If you're up to the challenge of traveling around the world and venturing into everything that life has to offer, then the adventure genre in anime is definitely for you. As what adventure literally means, it's all about traversing a multitude of paths and exploring every corner of the world and, if possible, the universe multiverse. And that's what adventure anime shows are all about in a nutshell. Travel, explore, journey, and venture into the world of adventure anime. Since time immemorial, in the history of anime, the adventure genre has always been one of the most popular and most prolific genre used in anime. As such, there's a lot of titles competing to be among the best adventure anime of them all. Especially today, when adventure anime are mostly overwhelmingly popular because they synchronize so well with the shounen genre and even the other genres, I'd be surprised if you've never watched one. So, with this hub, I'll be presenting to you the top 10 best adventure anime that you would surely have fun traversing and hanging out with. 10 Fairy Tail adventure. Fun and spectacular magic is what you'll get with Fairy Tail. Even though your favorite mages have a guild to go back to, that doesn't stop them from traveling far and wide, causing adventures that are full of wackiness and mischief everywhere. And did I ever mention that this show is an eye candy with all its magical tricks and wizard spells up its sleeves? Well, it sure is an anime that boots up a magical fun-filled adventure at the snap of a finger and the chant of a spell. In a world full of magic and mystical stuff, there exist guilds designed for the purpose of banding together people of similar affinity and powers. Amongst all of them are wizard guilds where mages enlist on assorted missions to earn a living. And because wizard guilds and mages are making all the uproar, one stands out as the wackiest, craziest and most unpredictable of them all. That is, the Wizard Guild, Fairy Tail. 9 Log Horizon, a virtual gaming world adventure. Sold. And with the virtual gaming world that Log Horizon has to offer, even if you were trapped in it for extended periods of time, I'm sure you wouldn't mind at all. That's because there's just too much excitement and things to explore in its domain. Well, wouldn't that count as really adrenaline-charged adventure? I'm sure it does count as one, so the game is on. As the popular virtual online game, Elder Tale, was updating to its newest patch, 30,000 players finds themselves unable to leave the game. The game being a virtual one, all the players that are stuck in it are left with no choice but to play along, live in the virtual world, and try to find a way to get out. And so, the game begins. Nothing is assured, nothing is known, and everything is a mystery. The only choice left is to push through and play until a sure exit is found. Initializing. Log Horizon. Start. 8 Fullmetal Alchemist. Brotherhood is every search is an adventure in itself. What more when you're searching for the most sought-after stone of them all, the Philosopher's Stone. And because Fullmetal Alchemist. Brotherhood is a full-scale quest and a grueling adventure to look for the Philosopher's Stone, the journey's path is laden with thrills and shocks. As one of the most notorious and controversial show, as it is action-packed, out there, this is an alchemic adventure anime you shouldn't miss. The essence of alchemy governs the law of equivalent exchange, an unbreakable law which causes grave tragedies whenever someone attempts to stray away from its rules and performs taboo. There is one exception though. There exists a powerful stone that can break the foundations of alchemy and shape the world according to its owner's will. That stone is the Philosopher's Stone, and the tragic Elric brothers, Edward and Alphonse, are on the quest to rediscover and retrieve it at all cost. 7 Dragon Ball. You might be wondering why Dragon Ball is even on this list, right? Well, believe it or not, Dragon Ball, for the earliest parts of it, is actually an adventure anime. Some may not remember or may not have watched Dragon Ball's early history, but it all started with little son Goku and the gang searching for the Dragon Balls around the world. As time went by, the characters have become so powerful and advanced that adventure was diminished because instantaneous transportation was made possible. In a sense, there's nothing more to venture into. And so, given all that, Dragon Ball is still an adventure anime worthy to be on this list, because for a fact, it did evolve into a show where no place can't be reached or explored anymore. That's Dragon Ball for you. Son Goku is a peculiar young boy who's journeying through all kinds of places to become stronger and be a powerful martial artist. Bulma, on the other hand, is a young woman who's on the search for the highly sought and coveted Dragon Balls. Legends say that if one gathers the 7 Dragon Balls, a mystical dragon will show itself to grant any kind of wish. And so, with Goku having one of the Dragon Balls, and Bulma on the lookout for all of them, the two bands together to search all over the world for the Dragon Balls and fulfill their very own dreams and ambitions. 6. Groove Adventure Rave. Nothing beats an adventure scaling every nook and cranny of the world. And when the undertaking and endeavor is to beat the living daylight out of the evil that is threatening the world, the grand adventure is all the worth more to take. And just so you know, even if Groove Adventure Rave, also known as Rave Master, didn't quite finish its journey as an anime show, it did prove that it's quite a groovy and enjoyable show to watch. Even now, it caters enormous potential that if it ever gives way to a remake reboot, it can easily become one of the most highly anticipated and grandest adventure anime in existence. The world is in a state of chaos and it's only a matter of time before evil and the dark bring engulfs all of it. On a faraway island which is not yet affected by the onslaught of the demon card and their malicious dark bring, a weird little creature suddenly appears and becomes the pet of teenage island resident, Haru Glory. Plu is actually no ordinary animal because it's the bearer of the holy bring, Rave. When Haru meets with Plu, the previous Rave Master Shiba, and the lackeys of Demon Card, the wheels of destiny starts to roll, turning him into the new Rave Master whose mission is to save the world from the malice of the dark bring. 5. Magi. The Labyrinth of Magic. Magi. The Labyrinth of Magic, Season 1, and Magi. The Kingdom of Magic, Season 2, are the very definition of magical adventure. There's the compelling story and the fascinating works of magic to lure anyone out into its mystic domain. Also, the hitch doesn't stop there because this show, just as it's very awe-inspiring, can also be very graphic and grim at times. And that's what makes it great. It's appealing and fetching with its own magic formula that the adventure makes everything all the more exciting and engaging. Out of the blue, in the natural course of the world, dungeons in the form of mysterious tower structures suddenly sprouts to bring untold phenomena upon the world. It is said that in these dungeons, there lies labyrinths that are stocked with unimaginable treasures and golden vessels that grants enormous powers. But, as surreal the contents of the dungeons are, danger and death lurks in every corner. And if one ever conquers a dungeon, that person shall become a king candidate with the power to change the course of the world and the flow of destiny. For Inuyasha, Japan has always been rich and abundant when it comes to history and culture. That is why, journeying to its past has always been an interesting adventure and a mystical escapade. As such, Inuyasha offers all of that plus more. This anime does not only take the viewers into ancient Japan but also let them partake into a quest full of action, mystery, history, comic relief, and drama. It's not just a usual historical adventure but also an action-packed adventure hooked on the ancient times. Inuyasha follows the story of the half-demon, half-human, Inuyasha, and the human girl of present-day Japan, Kagome, as they travel together in the land's ancient Japan, searching for the lost shards of the powerful Shikon no Tama jewel. As they face countless foes who also seek to claim the Shikon no Tama, Inuyasha and Kagome, as well as the comrades they will meet along the way, will stop at nothing only to complete the jewel, discover its mysteries, and keep it away from the malicious clutches of evil. 3. Nanatsu no Taizai, The 7 Deadly Sins. There may be a lot of adventure anime shows out there, but Nanatsu no Taizai, The 7 Deadly Sins, is unlike any other you've ever seen before. It's fully an adventure arrayed with lots and lots of action and to die for scenes. Unfortunately, the anime adaptation is a bit less great than the manga counterpart, but still great nonetheless. Largely, Nanatsu no Taizai still has gigantic potential and have proved with its airing that it's clearly an adventure anime force to be reckoned with. In the Kingdom of Britannia, there exists a group of dangerous and powerful criminals who were branded as traitors for causing great distress to the kingdom. They are known as the 7 Deadly Sins, Nanatsu no Taizai, and for 10 years, no news of them has been heard. Present day, chaos seems to be on the rise with the holy knights who are supposed to protect the kingdom in the backbone of it. And so, caught up in the devious situation as a princess of Leones, Elizabeth dons a rusty armor and takes the gamble of seeking unlikely help from the only ones who has the power to stop the holy knights and restore the kingdom, the 7 Deadly Sins. 2. Hunter x Hunter Adventure. Nuff said. When one hears of the word adventure with respect to anime, Hunter x Hunter should automatically be formed as a mental image in the mind. Why is that? Well, that's because it's agreeably one of the best. The story, the action, the drama, the power, the friendship, everything. All elements within it seems to fall in place perfectly to deliver an adventure that everyone can hold very dear and regard as a treasure. In a world where mythical creatures and mysterious events runs rampant, there's a line of professionals that are so highly valued and very important as to treat them like the best of the best. They are the hunters, licensed professionals who are tasked to shape the world and uncover its secrets. It's not easy becoming a hunter though, because one ought to take the perilous and deadly hunter examination to join the ranks. On a certain corner of the world, a 12-year boy named Gon Freeses aspires to become a hunter no matter what. Due to his circumstances and his burning passion to follow in the footsteps of his hunter father and look for him in a near impossible search, Gon shall brave his way into the world of hunters with unparalleled determination and carve a magnificent path of his own. One Piece. I don't think there's an anime in existence that's as gigantic and enormous as One Piece. And I'm not even exaggerating here. At way more than 500 episodes of pure adventure, action, and fun, One Piece is undeniably the number one adventure anime in existence. And for your information, it's far from done. There's so much to explore and discover as there are sand grains in the beach. Episode by episode, One Piece whirls and waves with epicness and awesomeness that it's enough to submerge everyone into an adventure as big and as grand as the most terrifying ocean. After the King of Pirates, Gul D. Roger, left his glorious last world to the world, the golden age of pirates sparks up into a fiery upheaval full of dreams of plundering priceless treasures and massive grandeur. The most sought-after treasure is the One Piece, a treasure hidden deep within the most dangerous seas of the death-defying Grand Line. But the danger's all worth the struggle, as the one who claims the One Piece shall become the new king of pirates who shall stand proud atop the legendary mound of treasure in the whole world. That is it for today guys. I hope you liked the video. If you then please subscribe. And tell me in the comments section next on which topic do you want.
It seems, try to find out what it means. Always do it on my own, so I gotta get through it. And the only thing I know is to love what I'm doing. Never give up, never slow, till I finally prove it. Never listen to the no's, I just wanna keep moving. Yeah, I put out all the songs.